Aloha guys, we're the Pukaeyes.
I'm Ali'i. I'm an aspiring pilot,
And I'm Harmony, a flight attendant. And this is our virtual diary.
sharing our everyday life and travels with our 2 kids and you.
So welcome to our ohana.
Aloha guys, it's the Puka Flies. It's been quite a while since I have posted something back on the aviation side of my flight school journey. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show face and give you guys a little bit of a tour. If you're new here and you're not really sure what we do as far as what our channel has, we kind of like to cover our travels with our kids, our family, myself. Harm is at home with the babies, home being here in Utah, the beautiful state of Utah, life elevated. And yeah, but let me give you guys a quick tour of this aircraft and just kind of some of the other aircrafts around here on the east ramp. And yeah, hopefully everybody's doing good. If you have any questions as far as flight school, pilot, I don't know, anything, doesn't even have to be about pilot, even though this video is. But yeah, if you got any question, you already know where to go. Drop some of those questions below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new here. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into it. So I am currently still in process of my PPL, which is private pilot, and been doing quite a few hours, so still building. But that's the long game of becoming a pilot, is you fly to earn your hours, and once you get enough, then you kind of take your check ride. And yeah, don't really have any questions. I didn't really ask anybody for question, but I'm gonna try and do kind of like a general what people tend to ask a lot of. But I'll start off by introducing the aircraft that we fly. And this is a Skyhawk, yeah, high wing, very fun, very powerful. Got the tie down, so pretty much the next student or whoever flies it will do their pre-flight checklist, and they remove all the tie downs there, here, and yeah, so like that's kind of the general starter plane. A lot of times they'll do they call it like a demo or explore flight, and that's basically, you got to take one of those explore flights just to see if it's really what you want to do. If you really want to become a pilot, you want to fly this thing, you got to learn how to fly these smaller planes. This one here, there's the Vulcan Air. There's a Vulcan right there, which is the other one that we fly. We use that one for our instrument training, so that's when you're getting like your IFR or your instrument flight ratings. But that's the next step after you get your pilot license, to fly this bad boy right here. Yeah, so I will kind of take you guys on a little cockpit tour, aircraft tour, very short, simple one. This is kind of what I look at in here, and getting in this aircraft. So you got my seat here and my niece right there, but you have my seat here, your passenger here, and you got room for kind of 1.5 passengers back there. Your baggage or your storage compartment goes back there, any kind of bags there. And then this is kind of our cockpit view. So this is our cockpit view right here. Cessna, so this is a Cessna Skyhawk 172, and yeah, so kind of take you guys on a quick tour. So of course you have the main yoke, so we got the control locks on right now. You got your rudders, your brakes. Let's just kind of start from the top. So oil pressure, oil temperature, indicated airspeed, this is your altitude, turn coordinator, manifold pressure, fuel flow. Your fuel tank is right here, vertical speed, and then selecting your comms. So you got your main throttle right here, This is to control your prop position and RPM, and then your mixture. Yeah, and then your flaps right here. I'll also give you guys a quick little listen in, and that all kind of comes in when you're doing this. So this is your pre-flight inspection, your checklist. You kind of go through all of this, and then you're doing that while you're like checking the plane, making sure everything doesn't look out of the ordinary. You'll get ready to start your engine, your taxi, fly. Even while you're flying, you have a separate checklist. So for example, if your instructor, or if you have your license, your pilot license, and you're trying to set everything for a cruise, you have a checklist for your cruise. So you set your power 15 to 25 inches, which is there. So 15 to 25 inches of manifold pressure. Yeah, and then you kind of adjust your elevator, mixture, lean as necessary, cowl flap. And what's cool about this plane is autopilot. That's pretty cool that Skyhawks have that. The Vulcan, that aircraft back there, the Vulcan Air does not have autopilot, but it has 2 glass panels. And yeah, let me show you a quick view of that. So this is the Vulcan Air. Look at this bad boy. Yeah, so you got your Garmin. I think this is the G1000. You can see the difference in the avionics systems. And this is kind of what I was flying and I first kind of started. Or well, this was one of the 2. So that's a quick tour of that. Check out this plane right over here. Check 1, 2. Okay, good. So I am now into the radio. I'll do a quick one just so that you guys can kind of listen to a lot of the radio tower talk and stuff. But I am tied into, or I'm connected to the St. George Regional Airport. And to check our weather, we have already set up our radio frequency for that, but we just press COM 2 and you'll hear this.
Density altitude 5,000. St. George Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 195-1 Zulu. Wind 170 at 06. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point 06 Celsius. Altimeter 2988. Remarks. Density altitude 5,000. St. George Regional Airport.
So that's kind of what we listen to check our weather, which is basically this radio that we're connected to. So now you can kind of see that's all up. But yeah, and
St. George Air traffic, Lifeline 25 is helicopter just over on 15. We're going to cross over extended center line runway 1 north of the field, 4,000 feet headed to San Jose.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we listen to while we're flying and what you got to listen to. Yeah, that's a quick little tour of the plane and everything. You know, a lot of people are kind of like, oh man, I thought you'd be flying like the jets and stuff like that, but you gotta earn your way to get to that level. And not even just earn your way, you gotta get a lot of different ratings, a lot of different licensing, before you can basically get paid to fly the big ones, which is primarily getting your commercial license in order to get paid as a pilot. I hope to do more of these kind of like tours of the FBL. To clarify, the airport is more that way. It's actually on the next ramp. Where we sit is what's considered a FBO, or a fixed base operator, and the FBO here is called Millionaire. You might travel to a lot of other airports where they have other, almost looks like lobbies or check-ins, and another example is Signature, I think is another one. I think Vegas has a Signature. Apparently there's a Millionaire in Honolulu in Hawaii somewhere, and Executive is another one. But Signature and Millionaire are kind of like the two where a lot of private charters will come into. Hope to be able to do more of these kind of tours of me flying, of just ground tours. Like there's a SkyWest. Definitely more of step by step, you know. So if you got any questions, and I promise I don't know all the answers, but I will try my best to find all the answers. But yeah, if you got any questions of just the road I'm taking and just kind of where I hope to get, obviously the big goal for anybody getting into pilot is, you know, it'd be nice for it to pay off as you did all the work and now it's paying you back. Because first thing you must realize getting into flight school, it is a very expensive investment, but as you would expect, it's also a very lucrative career and investment. So yeah, a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of studying, and even I'm barely like scratching the surface as far as where I'm at. One thing I knew for sure is I love flying. I always wanted to fly. I always wanted to be just in jets, really. Who doesn't, right? I mentioned earlier in this video how everyone should try and do their demo flight just to see if this is really what they want to invest their time and, you know, their money into. As for me, I actually did not. I never did a demo flight or a explorer flight or anything like that. I never did. They oftentimes will always say like, yeah, but you should because you never know. But I'm telling you, I always knew I wanted to be a pilot. I always wanted to fly planes. I even wanted to like become a jet pilot, a fighter pilot, but I don't think I was down for the whole military route. But you know, everybody's different. Everybody feels different, thinks different, executes different. As for me, I knew 1,000%. It was back in like 2017. I was kind of debating if I should get on the wait list back home in Hawaii, and it's at Kalaeloa Airport. I was debating if I wanted to get on the wait list there. A lot of different obstacles were being thrown at me, so I was just like, oh, all right, well, I guess maybe I shouldn't invest my time. Maybe it's not the right time, which technically speaking, it kind of really wasn't. It wasn't really the right time, but you know, if it's something you know you really want to do, be sure that you're ready to commit all your time and efforts. And if you're already in interesting situation, so like for me, you know, I already had kids. That's a whole nother support factor that goes into making this decision. And you know, you got to make sure if you're a team of two that you support to become a team of one in any adventures and any sort of journey or commitment. So yeah, please, if you're watching this, drop a comment, ask questions. The more questions, the more videos I can actually kind of help show you guys around, or even just kind of get to those answers back in the comments. As far as where I'm at right now in my flight schooling, I am very happy. It's very challenging. I'm at a very particular part in my stage of flying where it can get very frustrating, but you know, with the right instructor, they help you a lot, and they make it very they make it very relaxed. When me and Harm are back in Hawaii, a lot of people ask like, oh, so you still flying, or are you done? Or it's like, yes. And it's a very confusing situation, you know, position for me and Harm and the kids and stuff. But for those of you who do know, when we talk to you and explain, it's like, dang, you guys are crazy, like doing that. If you're wondering about the commute and stuff, yes, I can probably talk about that later on in another video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will take another tour kind of up and down this east ramp here that we sit on. Show you guys some pretty cool other aircrafts around here. Single props, mostly all single props around here. I don't see, I know one time we were here there was a Vision Jet, a Cirrus Vision Jet. I think it was a G2, but yeah. And then just a little bit over to that side where I showed you guys the Citation. A lot of those private charters kind of park in that area, just because it's a bigger parking for those aircrafts. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop a comment below, like this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Aloha. Got this Bonanza here. And look at this seaplane here. This one's nuts. So you have, in case any of you guys ever wondered, so you have the landing gears down there, right, obviously. So that's when you're taxiing, landing on ground. But then you have the buoys itself. And look, there's like little paddles on the inside right there. This is so cool. And look how high it stands compared to the other ones. Look at that.